Let's be real for a second. Are you tired of those repetitive digital tasks that just eat up your day? You know, sorting through a mountain of emails, trying to make sense of data, or scraping websites one by one. Well, if that's you, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to dive into something that feels like a genuine superpower for automation, n8n AI agents.
Sound familiar? Your inbox is a complete mess, you've got spreadsheets that need analyzing like yesterday, and you're still manually copying and pasting information from the web. It's that digital busy work that just drains your energy and kills your focus. But what if you could just hand all of that off to a smart assistant? I'm not talking about a simple tool that just follows a script. I'm talking about one that actually thinks for you.
So here's the game plan for today. First, we'll meet your new AI sidekick and figure out what it is. Then we'll walk through building one from scratch. After that, we'll see these agents in action with some real-world examples. We'll weigh the pros and cons, I'll show you exactly how to get started, and then we'll wrap up with your next move.
All right, let's get right into the heart of it. What in the world is an n8n AI agent? Let's pull back the curtain and demystify this whole thing.
The easiest way to think about an AI agent is as your personal digital sidekick. But this is way more than just a chatbot. An agent is a smart system that can actually perceive its environment. It can read your emails, it can look at data. Then it reasons. It uses these powerful AI models to decide the best thing to do next. And finally, it acts, all on its own, to hit whatever goal you gave it.
This whole thing boils down to a really simple but powerful three-step loop. First, it perceives the world around it. Second, it reasons. And this is the magic part, right? This is where an AI brain like GPT-4 actually thinks, okay, based on what I see, what's my next move? And then third, it acts. It actually goes and does the thing. Perceive, reason, act. That is the core of how these agents work.
So where does n8n fit into this whole picture? Honestly, the best way to describe it is as the open-source love child of Zapier and LangChain. Imagine you take the easy-to-use drag-and-drop visual builder of Zapier, but you combine it with the serious, developer-level AI power of LangChain. You get the best of both worlds, simplicity and incredible power.
Okay, I know there's AI hype everywhere. So why does this one thing matter to you right now in 2025? Well, for anyone trying to compete out there, whether you're a solopreneur in the US or part of a small business team, n8n agents are a practical way to get ahead. This isn't just about making simple tasks happen automatically anymore. This is a huge shift. We're moving from rigid, if this, then that workflows to dynamic, intelligent systems that can actually reason and adapt all by themselves.
Now you might be thinking, okay, this sounds complicated. But I promise you, building your first agent is surprisingly straightforward. Let's break down what actually goes into one.
Every agent has a few key parts, kind of like ingredients in a recipe. You've got the trigger, that's what kicks everything off. You have the reasoning engine, that's the AI brain that does all the thinking. Then you have tools, which are other services it can use, like connecting to Google Sheets. Memory is super important. It gives the agent context from past conversations. And finally, the output is the thing it actually does, like sending that email. Let's make this super concrete. You can build an intelligent data analyst in literally under 10 minutes. All you do is connect it to your data, you add a chat box so you can ask it questions, and then you connect it to an AI model. And that's it. The agent understands your question in plain English. It goes and queries the database, and it even visualizes the answer for you. No coding wizardry needed, for real. So that's the how, but the real magic is in the what, right? Let's look at some incredible, real-world examples that could save you hours and hours every single week.
First up, a problem I think we all know way too well: inbox overload. Waking up to a wall of unread emails is just a terrible way to start the day.
The solution? A simple but incredibly powerful AI email summarizer. You set it up so it triggers on any new email. It uses AI to read the whole thing, pull out the key points and any action items, and then sends you a clean, simple daily digest. Instead of wading through all that clutter, you just get what you need to know. The impact of this is huge. 2 hours. Think about that for a second. An extra 2 hours every single day just from this one automation. What could you do at that time? For a small business owner, that's a complete game changer. Okay, next up, market research. If you've ever tried to build a web scraper, you know the pain. The website you're targeting changes its layout just a little bit, and boom, your entire scraper breaks. It is a constant maintenance nightmare.
A much smarter approach is a vision-based scraper. You just give the agent a URL, and it uses an AI model, like Gemini Vision, to literally look at the web page, just like a human would. It can see tables, prices, and headlines visually, and then pulls that data neatly into a Google Sheet for you. It's so much more robust because it's not looking for code, it's looking at the page itself.
Here's another headache we've all had. You need to find one specific piece of information, but it's buried inside a massive PDF or your company's giant knowledge base. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Well, the solution here is an agent that acts like your own personal search engine, but just for your documents. It reads your entire file and creates a smart index of everything in it. Then you can just ask it questions in plain English, like, hey, what is our official refund policy? And it doesn't just find the answer, it shows you the exact source, so you know for a fact it's accurate and not just making things up.
And finally, let's talk about a huge challenge for any growing business, just being drowned in customer support tickets. The solution is an AI agent that connects right to your knowledge base. It can automatically handle all those routine questions, and it'll even draft replies for you to review.
And the result here is just staggering. About half, 50%, of all routine support questions can be handled automatically. This frees you and your team up for the more complex issues where you're actually needed the most.
Okay, we've seen some absolutely amazing possibilities here. But let's be real, nothing is perfect. So let's take a balanced, honest look at the pros and cons.
On the pros side, and this is a big one, n8n is free, and you can self-host it, which means you have full control and privacy over your data. It has over 1,000 integrations, and the flexibility is just incredible. You can build visually, or you can drop down into code if you want. Now, on the cons side, there is a little bit of a learning curve. API costs for the AI models can add up if you're using it a ton, and it does require some initial setup to get going.
So, if you're feeling fired up and you're ready to jump in, let's look at how you can get your very first agent up and running in just a few minutes.
It really is this simple. Step 1, download n8n. You can literally just run a single command in your terminal. Step 2, get an API key from an AI provider, like OpenAI. They often have free tiers to get you started. And step 3, go to the n8n website. Find a pre-built template for one of the examples we just talked about and import it. You can be live and playing with it in minutes.
We've covered a ton of ground here, what these agents are, how they work, what they can do for you. But now, it's time to actually put this knowledge to work for yourself.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. What is that one repetitive, annoying problem in your life or your business that you're going to solve first? Are you going to finally tame your inbox, automate your market research, or build that personal search engine for all your files? The power to build these incredible solutions is truly more accessible right now than it has ever been. Subscribe to stay updated about latest AI developments that could directly impact you.